Well, joining us now with more on the Arizona Legal Challenge is Dave McIntosh. He is a former congressman from Indiana and also the co-founder of the Federalist Society. Welcome. Thanks for joining us today.
My pleasure. Thank you.
All right, let's start with the Arizona law. We do not officially have a lawsuit filed by the federal government. It looks like they're moving in that direction. Any surprise?
You know, it's a trend this administration has. If you're a political opponent or they don't agree with you, they unleash their Justice Department. And I think that's what this is all about. It's trying to play this issue for the fall campaign, because the Arizona law, in fact, is really just a reflection of the national law. It's no different, and it empowers the local police to do what federal agents can do: check someone's papers, see if they're here illegally, protect people. So there isn't real substance behind that lawsuit. That's why it's taken them so long to really work on it. It's a political move, and it's really the wrong use of the Justice Department to be suing somebody you don't agree with, a state you don't agree with. And it's an unfortunate trend we're seeing throughout this administration.
Well, we know that Governor Jan Brewer out there in Arizona clearly knew there would be legal challenges. She planned for a legal defense fund. Here's what she said when she called into Greta the other night to talk about word that this could be happening, this federal lawsuit.
It's outrageous. It's just bizarre. It's just bizarre. But I will tell you, Greta, we are not going to back away from this issue. We are going to pursue it. We're going to be very aggressive, and we'll meet them in court. We will meet them in court, and we will win. I truly believe that we will win, and the population of America again agrees with Arizona.
Well, Dave, she sounds very confident. Do you think ultimately they will win?
I think on the legal merits they'll win. There's not really a strong case that this is different than federal law, a need for preemption. Former Deputy Attorney General Giuliani, who is also mayor of New York, has said, you know, in essence, this is the federal law, and the preemption is supposed to prevent states from weakening it, not strengthening it. But I think they're going to win in the court of public opinion as well. As Americans actually look at what this law is all about, it has safeguards. You can't violate the civil rights laws. You can't profile. And when they see that, they're going to say, Arizona did the right thing. The polls are starting to show that already.
They certainly do. All right, a lot of people think this is something that could go all the way to the Supreme Court. So let's turn to that topic, because we have a brand new nominee about to start confirmation hearings a week from Monday, Elena Kagan, who's now the Solicitor General. We've gotten another document dump. They seem to come late on Friday afternoon.
They do.
Hundreds and thousands of pages, tens of thousands of pages of material. I want to ask you, I know that there have been a lot of objections to her. I want to ask you about some of the things you've seen in the materials, your opinion, but also contrasting that with the fact that a number of top conservatives have come out in support of her. What do you make of that, and what are your biggest concerns about her?
I think looking at these documents, it really confirms more of what some of us are troubled by. They're very political analysis of legal issues. There's an interesting email where she's advising then Vice President Gore, you know, don't get involved in the debate about a religious liberties statute, because you'll have the churches on one side and the gay rights groups on the other. So she's thinking politically about these legal topics. And that's the main concern that people have and are raising. She doesn't have any experience as a judge. She's been in these political roles all of her life. And will she know how to be a neutral judge that puts aside her own political preferences and says, what does the law say? How do I apply that law between two parties that are here before me?
Well, we know that you, along with a lot of folks on Capitol Hill, are pouring through all those documents. The hearings will start up a week from now. We'll be covering that. So thank you very much for your insights.
My pleasure. I'm glad you're keeping us posted on all that.
We certainly will. Former Congressman Dave McIntosh, thank you.
Thank you.